If you're a human design projector and you're feeling bitter because you're not getting recognition, if you are feeling tired and burnt out and not recognized, then this is for you. Human design projectors have a certain strategy that can sometimes seem a little bit daunting when you first learn about it, especially if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, a founder, like any kind of like online or offline course creator, community builder. If you are in service of people and you are building your business, it can seem really daunting to learn that you're a projector, because our strategy is to wait. And our strategy is to wait for the invitation. And I remember when I first learned about my human design, I am a 4/6 emotional projector. I just thought, fuck, like, what the hell's this? Like, seriously, I'm supposed to wait to be invited into things? How am I going to build my business? How am I going to make offers? How am I going to be able to make money knowing this strategy? But I knew that I had to do something drastically different, because when I first really started learning about my human design, I was majorly struggling within my business. I wasn't making a lot of money and I was really burnt out. I'm very, very bitter about the whole process because I was like comparing myself to other people and wondering why they were creating success and I wasn't. And then I learned that I was a projector, so it all made sense. But then when I'd learned about that, I was like, okay, how can I apply that to my visibility? So if you are feeling like that, listen up. Because it's really important for us as human design projectors to be highly visible. And the reason that we need to be highly visible is that we need to be in the vicinity of people for people to be aware of us so that we can get invited in. And so if we feel aligned to it, we can accept that invitation. And as a result of that, we feel successful. And there's a certain feeling around this success. And it's really interesting, right? Because first of all, I've had 3 back-to-back calls this morning with projectors, and I was like, okay, all week I've been like, right, I need to do a live about projectors. I need to do a live about projectors and visibility, and I just kept putting it off every day. And then I had these 3 back-to-back calls, which is really unheard of because they're not the rarest human design type, but only 20% of the population are projectors. And I was like, okay, this is a sign that I need to listen to, because I need to like come on and talk about this projector energy. But I've lost my train of thought now. Completely lost my train of thought. But I know what I was going to say. This projector success feels very different for everyone because success means different things to everyone else. I can only talk about my own experiences, or with permission, I can talk about the experiences of my clients. So for example, how I feel successful is that when I'm in communities of women and I can coach and guide them, and people are approaching me and asking me to work with them, to coach them, to mentor them, or people are approaching me to ask me to speak on their stages. That's when I feel recognized, and that's when I feel very, very successful. Other people's experience of success might be different. You know, I had one client who was a human design projector and she felt invisible all of her life. So when she actually realized about her human design type and actually stopped trying to push and initiate, and actually kind of in a way repel people because she was being pushy and people didn't like that, and actually sitting back and waiting to be invited, or creating situations that gave her opportunities to be invited in, that's when she felt successful. I have had other clients who have felt successful because they've stopped the hustle. They've stopped trying to work so hard and prove themselves all the time. So accepting that they're a human design projector has really helped them with that. It stopped the shame and the judgment that they had about themselves, that they were lazy, because they realized that they're projectors, and as projectors we're not designed to work hard. We're definitely not designed to hustle. And you know, that those rest periods might be different to other projectors. I like to take a nap in the afternoon. It's my thing. You know, I used to live in Spain. I was freaking in my element because I could take a siesta every single day. And I have continued that tradition. Not every day, but most days I'll go and take a nap. I need it, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Anyway, I digress. Your feeling of success will be very different to maybe my feeling of success. But when you feel it, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And the trick, and one of the big breakthroughs around projectorness and being a human design projector, is actually giving that to yourself, not waiting for the outside world, not waiting for someone else to validate you, to actually have that self-validation, to create that self-validation. And sometimes that can feel difficult, right? Especially as a projector, when you're waiting to be invited into things, because it's almost like, well, I have to be recognized in order to feel successful. Well, kinda, but no. Because you can feel successful without being invited into things. But it certainly makes it a lot easier when you're being invited into things. Hello, Alora Adele. Alora. I've got the most amazing 1-minute testimonial from you that I'm going to share all over my social media next week. I can't wait to share it. Good morning. 5 a.m. very early. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. I hope you're well. I see that you are being highly visible online at the moment, and I love to see it. So we are talking about human design projectors. Human design projectors, the strategy might not necessarily align to the traditional teachings of online marketing, sales, visibility, relationship building, because we are so conditioned to hustle, to work hard, to initiate, to go and get things done, to chase things, to go out there and make it happen. And actually, if we do that as human design projectors, our energy can be received in a very different way, and we can actually really seriously start pissing people off. So actually learning our strategy and learning to sit back and wait for that invitation to come in so our energy can be recognized is something that, you know, can be very difficult sometimes when we want to build our business and we want to make things happen right now. But one of the things that I really love to teach, and I do work with a lot of projectors actually, a lot of human design projectors are very intrigued about how you build a business as a human design projector, and you align to that projector energy, and you are able to go out there and create opportunities for yourself and be visible and build relationships, and you'll build your business in an authentic way instead of trying to hustle all of the time. So it is one of the things that I really, really love to teach. But it's very, very important, as I said before, to be visible. I mean, it's important for everyone to be visible, right? Who's gonna know about you and what you do if you're hiding behind a rock? Nobody. Nobody's gonna magically come across you and trip over you. It's our responsibility. If we have a message and we have a purpose for the world and we have a vision and a mission, it is our responsibility as entrepreneurs to go out there and to be visible so that people can listen to what we have to say, people can listen to our message, and in return they can, perhaps learn from us, be inspired by us. So us going out there and being highly visible inspires others. Us going and hiding behind a rock, I don't think inspires anyone. Not even the deepest line 2 hermit in human design is inspired by someone sitting behind a rock. But 100% for projectors, it's really important for us to be visible, because we need to create those opportunities for people to then be able to invite us in and tap into our wise sageness our projectorness, our all-knowing kind of like guidance. Very important for us to do that. So it's one of the reasons actually why I created the Amplify Your Projector Aura Masterclass, because I really struggled in the beginning of my business and learning that I was a projector, and I didn't really know what to do because I'd been taught by manifestors for the last 3 years, and I'd invested a lot of money in incredible manifestors, but they were teaching me how to be a manifestor. So my whole business structure was built on how to be a manifestor and how to build email lists and launch courses and be social on social media and be visible based on manifestor energy. But actually, it wasn't based on manifesting energy. It was taught by manifestors who were also trying to be manifesting generators. So they thought that they also needed that energy to be able to complete things and get things done. So it was completely like skew whiff. So I had to go back to basics, and I literally had to almost teach myself how to like redesign my business and how to tap into my projector energy. And also I was very, very lucky to be working with a very dear spiritual and business mentor who herself was a projector, and her wisdom and guidance in the time that she was on this earth and I was working with her was just the most incredible experience that I think I've ever had with a mentor. And she really taught me a lot about really being true to my projector energy and authenticity, but also, creating wealth and abundance off the back end of that. So if you want to learn more about this, I actually have. So it was a few months ago now, I did a live 3-day masterclass. I did like an hour every day, and it's called Amplify Your Projector Aura. And it's all about being a projector in this world of generators and manifestors, building a business, like in this personal development coaching world, and how you can actually amplify your projector aura and create success, but you're creating it in a way that is authentic and aligned to your projector energy, which means that you will be recognized, that you will feel successful, but you won't burn yourself out. And that's very important. So first of all, owning your projector energy, not searching for outside validation from others, because as a projector, it's important also for us to remember that we're not going to appeal to everyone. There's only a certain amount of people, a certain percentage of people that are going to recognize our energy and invite us in. And very often that can feel very difficult, especially if we have a fear of rejection. If you followed me for a while, you'll know that I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. We used to go and knock on doors when I was little. People used to shut doors on our faces. I had a real fear of rejection when I was building my business. So actually really shifting that and recognizing people aren't rejecting me because it's personal, they're rejecting me because they don't appreciate my projector energy, was a game changer for me. And actually what that did is it shifted my bitterness into feelings of success and my own self-validation and self-love. And then in turn that raised my vibration so that I was able to create and bring into my life incredible opportunities. And I still continue to do that now. We'll also be focusing on this masterclass, breaking the conditioning. We have all been conditioned from birth to that in order to be successful, we need to be a certain way, we need to act a certain way. We are coming out of a Piscean age that is deeply steeped in patriarchal ideas, hierarchical structures. One person at the top with all the answers and had all the wealth and all the money and all the ideas, and then everyone else kind of scratching around. And now we've moved into this beautiful Aquarian age where really the information is at our fingertips. And actually, a lot of information is inside of us. We have our own inner wisdom. So it's learning to come out of our heads, where the monkey brain chatter and the doubt and the fear is, and dropping into our bodies and really trusting ourselves and being our own inner guru. The age of the guru is dead. We are our own inner gurus. And it's really important that we learn to trust ourselves, especially as projectors. We need to trust ourselves and honor ourselves and recognize those gifts. And when we do that, we're going to be highly paid for it. And that's what I want for every single projector on this in this world. I want the wealth to be absolutely distributed around the projectors, because the projectors are trusted guides, and we're here to support the generators and the manifesting generators. And of course, the other design, I like to work with manifestors. You'll know that if you've watched a lot of my videos. I really like to work with manifestors. And then the third part of that masterclass, the third hour or the third day, is harnessing your projector energy. So really learning how to be more visible online and in person, but really honoring that projector energy. You know, I meet a lot of projectors that are trying to be someone that they're not. They're trying to be like high energy freaking, you know, manifesting generators, and you can continue to do that, and then eventually you'll just burn yourself out and you will crash and burn. And if you've got a purpose in this world, you need to be able to sustain the level of work that you're doing at the moment. It's no good going out there and being all freaking, you know, holy moly and out there for a couple of years and then completely crashing. And I see it again and again and again. I see it again and again and again with non-energy types. Reflectors, manifestors, projectors. It's the high and the low. It's the high and the low. There's no consistency. And that's because of the conditioning. Because we're conditioned to be, have lots of energy. We need to work hard. We need to hustle. And it's not the way that non-energy types have been designed. So actually, how are you going to be yourself, authentically yourself as a projector, but still have that visibility, that gravitas, that conviction, that high kind of profile visibility that you need in order to be recognized and in order to be invited into things and in order to feel successful, as opposed to the bitterness. So this is what we're going to be discussing. If you go onto my website and just click on courses, at the top you will be able to find this course. It's called Amplify Your Projector. I've forgotten what it's called now. Amplify Your Projector Aura. I did actually name it. It wasn't somebody else making it up. I did actually name it. And I'll also put the link down here as well. It's been a long day. I've been chatting to projectors. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day. I need to go. I'm due for my nap. This is what happens to me, right? If I try and work like a manifesting generator or a generator, like you, lovely Alora, with your gorgeous sacral energy, I get really tired and my brain goes tired. And just let me have a nap for 10-15 minutes and I am good to go for the rest of the day. So yes, it's called Amplify Your Projector Aura, and I'll put the link below. It's available now. It is pre-recorded, but it's something that you can keep forever, and I think it's something that, you know, you can go back and you can kind of visit every time that you need that boost. Like any time that you're feeling you're not enoughness as a projector, because the world is full of these manifesting generators and generators kind of, you know, with that sacral energy going and rocking it. Sometimes it can feel like that for us projectors. So what's important is that we continue to fill our cup, that we continue to appreciate ourselves and be grateful for all the things that we have created and all the things that we will continue to create as we get invited into juicy projects. Alora, I love that. We are our own gurus. We are. We are. Trust that inner wisdom, my lovely. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for watching, whether you're joining us live or the replay. And yeah, any questions, comment below. I'm always available for questions. I might not have all the answers, but I will give it my best shot. All right, everyone, have an amazing day. Mwah! Lots of love, and I will see you soon.